We get one tonight, we might be up to something.
Oh, what a masterpiece from Jimmy Butler.
40-point triple-double tonight in an NBA Finals game. That is the best game of your career. What was your mindset?
Win. I don't care about a triple. I don't care about none of that. I really don't.
Oh, what a feed from Butler.
I want to win. We did that. I'm happy with the outcome.
Jumper from Butler.
He's in the top percentile of competitors in this entire association.
One of the best competitors we have in our game.
Butler drives on. Sweet fake from Jimmy Butler, turns and scores.
He wants all this. He's right where he needs to be.
I think we realize that we belong. They can't be beat as long as we do what we're supposed to do. But coming the next game, I know they're going to be so much better, and we got to be able to match that energy.
The man has been relentless. He has been unstoppable.
Let's go first.
You just saw some Jimmy Butler highlights, and you know we can't talk about the finals without bringing in our Hall of Famer, Jackie McMullen. Welcome back, my friend. Wait for it, guys, because I hear it.
How are you?
I hear it somewhere. Do I hear it? There we go. The Stat Market opening bell. We give you the stats, you buy or sell, the trends continuing, and I do want to start, in fact, with Jimmy Butler, who is averaging 29 points per game in this NBA Finals. If he raises his average just one little point up to 30, he would join Dwayne Wade in 2006 as the only Heat players to ever average 30 in the Finals. So, Jackie, let's start with you. Do you buy or sell Butler joining Wade and averaging 30?
I'm going to sell Rachel, not because I don't think he can do it. He probably could. But that's not how the Heat play, and that's not how Jimmy Butler plays. You know, the reason he got his buckets was he was surrounded by 4 shooters. Now what are they going to do? They're going to start doubling Jimmy, and he's going to make the right basketball play. He's going to dish it out and let his other guys score.
Ooh,
I still say, I'm going to go. Oh, go ahead, RJ. You go.
Okay, you're a sweetheart. This is my thing. I think that if the Heat are going to win this, then he's got to average 30. But will he? I don't think so for this reason. Jimmy Butler came out and said he doesn't care if he scores any points. He hopes that, he scores no points and they win so he can just sit up there again and say that I'm all about winning. That's the most important thing. So it might be 40, it might be 15 and 10 assists. He's just going to do whatever it takes to win. So numbers and trying to get to 30, I just don't see it.
I hear you. It sounds good, but if Jimmy Butler doesn't play like he played, they won't win. They won't win, and so I'm buying. I think he has to play. I think he has to play at an elite level because when he's aggressive, when he gets in the paint, and he draws those double teams, now he frees up those shooters who have been struggling. And the Lakers have done a great job of just getting into the airspace of their shooters. So he has to play at that elite level, and I think he can do it.
But I think you can have both things, Vince, right? He can continue to be that aggressive, and we know that he just has to be, right? Those games where he kind of hangs back sometimes because he is trying to get his teammates involved. He hangs back too much. He's got to keep going to the hoop right from the start.
This is not a team that you could come out slow.
No. But if he's doubled, I do agree also he is going to pass out to those other guys.
He'll make the right
we
play.
remember 2006 Dwayne Wade, right? I mean, the other guy we're comparing him to, this is not the Dwayne Wade that was part of the Heatles. This was young Flash, right? With Shaq. Yeah. And remember how he used to just throw himself at the hoop and then fall down, get knocked down 7 times, climb back up 8, that kind of thing?
They were down 2-0 in that series.
Oh, yes, they were.
Just saying.
And he got that Finals MVP. All right, let's get to the guy who we will be most likely see guarding tonight, right?
Yeah.
LeBron James will be guarding Jimmy Butler. LeBron nearly averaging a triple-double in these finals. He is just shy of 9 assists per game right now. The only other player in finals history to average a triple-double is LeBron James back in 2017 against the Warriors. So, Vince, do you buy or sell LeBron averaging a triple-double in the finals again?
I'm for sure buying this, especially now with them being so close, AD not having the MVP-type game that they needed. Early, they're going to defer to AD. LeBron's going to make plays, make sure he gets his guys involved. We know he can get the rebounds. We know he can get the assists when he wants to, and he's going to score when needed late down. I mean, getting 10, 12 points is nothing for him. We've seen him score 16 points, and they dominate. So I think for him, he's just going to just kind of manage the game as it goes, but putting his imprint from start to finish in all categories, so I'm buying.
Rachel, so We've seen LeBron a million times before after a bad game. What does he do? Puts his head down and gets everybody involved, especially Anthony Davis. So let's just have a little math lesson. He led the league in assists at 12.2 assists a game. Let's say the series goes 5 games. He gets 10 assists or more, 12 assists, gets him right where he needs to be, averages 10 assists for the series. It's going to happen.
I'm going to say it's going to happen, but because they need this. Like, Vince, you said in order for the Heat to win, they're going to need more games. Maybe not a 40-point triple-double, but they're going to need more of a performance closer to that than anything else from Jimmy Butler for the Heat to win. In order for the Lakers to win, they're going to need triple-double Bron. He's got to create so many opportunities, not only for Anthony Davis, because that was one of the things we talked about early. How do you get Anthony Davis going early? It's about getting him shots, getting him easy buckets, and those are typically created by Bron and Rondo, so that's going to be assists. And then those shooters got to get going. That's going to be created by Bron and Rondo. So I just believe that in order for the Lakers to win, there's going to needs to be a triple-double Bron. And in order for the Heat to win, Jimmy might have to get that average up to 30.
This is what I was talking about, though, with the triple-double, everything you guys are bringing in about LeBron. That's what I was talking about in the last segment, is that he feeds when we've just seen it. We've seen him feed AD over and over, especially after AD has had not as good a game. All right, I want to talk about Duncan Robinson, the Miami sharpshooter, 4th in three-point shooting percentage this season at 45%. That remained pretty consistent most of the playoffs. But in these finals, guys, he's down to 25% from 3, just 5 makes on 20 attempts. So, Richard, do you buy or sell Duncan Robinson's three-point struggles continuing?
I'm going to say this. I don't care. Right? Because Duncan Robinson is, I'm not even answering the question.
Very nice.
No, I'm saying Duncan Robinson is so good at shooting that he creates space whether he makes it or misses it. And one thing that you saw there was very consistent. Regular season, the numbers went down a little bit. First 3 rounds, the numbers went down a little bit. And then here in the finals, the numbers are at its lowest. That's because you're getting more and more attention and you're playing against better and better teams.
Right.
So his struggles, yes, they are going to kind of be up and down and he'll have his moments, but ultimately he creates so much space for Jimmy to go do what he does. So if Duncan Robinson never scores a bucket, but Jimmy gets 38 and they win, he's doing his job.
Sounds good. I'm buying as well. I'm buying, though, because I just feel like the Lakers have put a lot of onus on getting into his airspace, making the shots tough for him. Yes, he's getting a few of them off, but he's not shooting them in rhythm. And I feel like right now he's trying to get them up there. He's forcing them, like you said. He's, 5 for 20 right now, and he hit a few late in Game 3 once Jimmy got going. So I think he's depending right now. He's going to have to depend on Jimmy Butler getting going. And if they can get Bam Adebayo back, I think it opens up the three-point shot for him and Tyler Hero. So I think it's a lot depending on other guys right now. So I'm buying and saying that he's gonna struggle right now until otherwise.
Another thing to remember.
All right, Vince, I'm gonna sell.
Jackie.
Okay,
I'm gonna sell that idea, and here's why. No, I'll tell you why. Because you're talking about Tyler Hero going off. He struggled a bit. If he starts getting hot, and you want Jimmy to score all these points that you guys keep saying he's going to score, that means someone's going to leave Duncan Robinson free. And something else that Duncan Robinson does that's very underrated, he sets a great screen for all those other shooters. Maybe some will set for him in Game 3.
And one thing, this is Jackie, that's a great point. One, the last thing I'll say is this. Duncan Robinson, his offense is often created by the Goran Dragic pick and roll and the Duncan and the Bam Adebayo roll. Yep. So you get off the pick and roll and the defense pulls in, and then that's where he makes you pay. So without that crucial part to their offense, probably their best offense, that's where he feeds. So we can't be surprised that he's not getting nearly the quality attempts that he normally gets.
And also, guys, he was undrafted. I mean, this is a talent.
I'm not trying to hear any of that. No. He's on the biggest stage right now. We're not hearing sob stories, Rach.
It's not a sob story. I'm just saying, I understand if it takes him a minute to get going here.
But he's earned the right, because he was undrafted. He's earned the right to gain all of that attention. And what he's done, his shooting has been elite, lights out. So he's really he's in the scouting report. We do not want this guy coming off a double screen or a pick-to-picker screen or being the next guy swing for an open 3. He's earned that right because he's shooting the ball that well.
He has. I'm just saying he's not. We can't expect him to be Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. That is all. The expectations should be realistic. It's a closing bell. The stat market closed for the day. We will be back with another edition soon. Guys, here's what the Jump recommends for today. Zach Lowe on how the Heat are making the Lakers' path more difficult in these NBA Finals. And here's a mind-blowing stat from Zach's article. The Lakers have run just 3 LeBron, Anthony Davis pick and rolls in this entire series. 3. Zach breaks it all down. Read it during the break, and then we'll be right back.